Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tennessee Titans. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, 62 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, the underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you somewhere along the way the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Titans under second-year head coach Mike Vrabel. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent, too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense. Get things going and see how things settle in.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Tannehill now to throw toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people who are trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Hill on the return.
Running into the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Get it.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you battle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go. 60 on. Cut. Now.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he locates Walker, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Number 53, Mike 53. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Matt Ryan leading the charge offensively. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. Now Mahomes. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football, but as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards, great elusiveness and speed, and the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback, but if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And Walker has it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. This a quick pass to Davis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. From the 36, Tannehill. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size?
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Titan Tyrann Mathieu with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the group.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide-open space.
Extra point splits the uprights. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He'll get this one complete to Davis.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Tannehill throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Derrick Henry, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Tannehill throwing again. This one caught by Davis. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Tannehill now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. A big reason why they've been so successful. This defense hasn't... The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Mahomes going to throw. Kansas City touchdown. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. We take a look ahead at what's to come later tonight. Sunday Night Football, it'll be the Vikings and the Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And then tomorrow night, we've got the Seahawks and the Niners from Levi's Stadium. And we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with Henry. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Flushed out right. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Touchdown, Chiefs! The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Sharp. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Complete, it's Henry. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a deep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. On first down, it's Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. And that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Check, 53 is mine. Record. 45-yard line.
On second down now, it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
Steps away to his left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots.
And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you, he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right, and rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll run it again with Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On first down, Mahomes forced out to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
What we got?
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. Second down and goal. Tannehill going underneath for Lewis. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the pass.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Mahomes now to throw.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over?
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Tannehill on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Titan, Tyrann Mathieu, with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it, eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And a broken tackle could not free it. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Harold Landry getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.